right, we're gonna see who's been married the longest tonight. If you've been married less than 4 hours, go ahead and have a seat. All right, how about our newlyweds? If you've been married just this year, you've been married 1 year or less, go ahead and have a seat. All right, if you've been married 5 years or less, have a seat. All right, give it up for 5 years. Mary, we got a couple couples there. They're still happy. They're newlyweds. All right. If you've been married 10 years or less, go ahead and have a seat. 10 years or less. Everybody on the dance floor is married more than 10 years. Give it up for that. That's pretty good. You got a lot of good marriages here. If you've been married 15 years or less, go ahead and have a seat. 15 years or less. Everybody on the dance floor is married over 15 years. If you've been married 20 years or less, have a seat. Wow, look at this. If you've been married 25 years or less, go ahead and have a seat. All right, give it up for 25 years of marriage. That's no small potatoes right there. All right, if you've been married 30 years or less, go ahead and have a seat. This is incredible. Everybody on the dance floor has been married more than 30 years. Give it up for that. If you've been married 35 years or less, go ahead and have a seat. All right, big cheer for that. That's 35 years marriage, those having a seat right there. 35 years or less, okay, that cleared out a few people. All right, if you've been married 40 years or less, go ahead and have a seat. All right, big cheer for 40 years or less. All right, I'm gonna go up here. How many years married have you been?
51.
51 years of marriage, give it. And what's the secret to 51 years of marriage?
A tolerant wife and just saying yes, dear.
Okay,
Yes, dear.
find a very tolerant wife and learn to say yes, dear. And what would you add, ma'am?
A very tolerant wife.
She seconds the tolerant wife part. Okay. All right, how many years married do you guys have?
47.
47 years, give it up for 47 years married. And what words of wisdom do you have for the newlyweds after 47 years of marriage?
Always say yes.
Always say yes. And what would you like to add?
Give 150%.
Give 150%.
Yeah.
All right, let me change the music. We got 2 more couples right there.
One of the guests lost the news. If you announced that they would look for it.
All right. How many years married do we have here?
Almost 42.
Almost 42. And what have you learned in 42 years of marriage to share with the newlyweds?
Nothing. We got nothing.
They've got nothing. We've learned nothing. All right, give it up for nothing. What have you learned? Surely you've learned a lot of tolerance and patience.
A lot.
A lot of tolerance, a lot of patience. Give it up for almost 42 years of marriage. That's pretty awesome. How many years married you guys been?
42, almost 43.
Almost 43. Okay. Oh.
Can't compete with 51.
And what have you learned in almost 43 years of marriage to share with the newlyweds?
A sense of humor.
Forgiveness.
Forgiveness. He says forgiveness. She says a sense of humor.
Get a mint.
All right, very good. All right, so we got 51. So give it up for 51 years of marriage. The top marriage right here. Congratulations.